Namaste and welcome. I am Pratim Ranjan Bose and you are listening to my podcast Perspective. In this episode, I will discuss Prime Minister Narendra Modi's third term and the road ahead. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has assumed power for a consecutive third term. This time, his party BJP is 32 seats short of the full majority. The BJP-led alliance, however, won the election comfortably. Essentially, India is back to the coalition era. However, the coalition led by Modi is stronger than the strongest of them all, and that allays fears of a weak government. Theoretically, the success of a coalition depends on the numerical strength of the leading party and the quality of the alliance. In 1991, Congress secured 232 seats, barely 40 short of the majority. But the coalition with AIDMK from Tamil Nadu failed to reach the majority mark. The PV Narasimha Rao government survived on outside support for 2 years before roping in smaller parties. Interestingly, during those 2 years of minority government, Prime Minister Narasimha Rao took the bold decision of economic liberalization. The speed of reforms slowed down as he had struck the alliance. The reason lies in the post-poll alliance. Past experiences show that such alliances have essentially been a conglomeration of contradictory and rival forces. The push and pull from within impact decision making. The 10 years of Congress-led UPA between 2004 and 2014 was a lost decade for India. Notably, Congress never had a nationwide pre-poll alliance. They did try in 2024 but failed. The Congress-led INDIA bloc is therefore a loose post-poll formation. In contrast, the BJP-led NDA is a stable 2-decade-old alliance that contests elections on a seat-sharing basis. The first NDA government of Atal Bihari Vajpayee was exceptional in its speed of reforms. As of 2024, NDA won 292 seats, well past the majority mark of 272. Of the 52 seats secured by the partners, the top two secured 16 and 12 seats respectively. It means NDA stability is not dependent on any single alliance partner. Also, except Nitish Kumar of JDU, no other smaller partner has known national ambitions. JDU runs a coalition government with BJP in Bihar. To cut a long story short, Modi will enjoy sufficient command in his third term. Having said that, some impact is foretold. Firstly, it is questionable if the Congress-led opposition is interested in the critical issues of growth, reforms and tapping the unprecedented geopolitical opportunity to make India great again. During the last 5 years, their role was limited to disrupting the parliament, doubting the legitimacy of the democratic institutions to the extent of misguiding the country. Even the innocent electronic voting machine or EVM had to suffer their criticism. Congress questioned India's vaccine policy and economic measures during the pandemic. In the end, we have recorded the most dramatic economic recovery among major nations, and our vaccine policy was regarded as one of the best. While the Modi government was ensuring fiscal discipline, many opposition-ruled states went on a freebie overdrive. Congress failed to get the requisite 10% seats to be the principal opposition in the last 2 elections. In 2024, they doubled their tally, but that's their third worst performance in the history. In all probability, they will add to the nuisance value of the parliament. There is also a high probability that disruptive forces operating from India and outside will try to use this opportunity. They were under severe pressure for last 10 years of terror-free India. The attack on Hindu pilgrims at Riyasi in Kashmir on June 9 is an eye-opener. The incident took place on the same day Modi was taking oath for the third term. Most importantly, the sentiments are down in the BJP camp. A critical review of the 2024 election result will show that BJP has done outstandingly well nationwide, except in 3 states: West Bengal, Maharashtra and Uttar Pradesh. Maharashtra has a distinct political culture. BJP's loss in the state is linked to its failed coalition experiments. West Bengal is exceptional in terms of Islamic and foreign influence. Till 2019, the BJP was a marginal force here. In 2024, BJP's Bengal tally is reduced from 18 to 12. What has hurt BJP the most is the loss of 29 seats in the largest state of Uttar Pradesh. The impact is exceptional for 2 reasons. First, UP is the epicenter of Indian nationalism, also referred to as Hindu nationalism, which is the core of BJP's political ideology. Second, BJP's Yogi Adityanath government has been successful in turning the state around for the last 7 years. UP suffered nearly 40-year-long political instability and was synonymous with lawlessness before Yogi took over in 2017. Since then, the state has emerged as a promising destination for investment. The 2024 election result in UP is therefore seen as a challenge to Indian nationalism, which Modi wanted to revive as part of his campaign to make India a developed country in 2047. All put together, I expect the new government to go slow on the political and legal reforms like One Nation, One Election and Uniform Civil Code or UCC. On the brighter side, they have already undertaken reforms necessary for economic growth, which will keep India on track to be the 3rd largest economy and increase the per capita income by nearly double in the next 5 years. That is about the short-term objective. In the longer term, India needs reforms like UCC to be truly secular. Electoral reforms will take the country back to where it was in the early days of independence, when elections were held simultaneously, bringing focus to the governance for 5 years. But more importantly, India needs to strengthen nationalist narratives to ward off foreign influences, which were intense in this election. India cannot get its civilizational glory back till the mind space is dominated by the West. Can India do that? The hope lies in Modi. He is a born winner who has turned many challenges into opportunities. I think the BJP will regroup in UP. This election result is a shocker to the supporters of Indian nationalism. Chances are they will bounce back. The next 5 years are surely going to be eventful both politically and economically. And everything, including a midterm election, is possible. Be ready to ride the wave. Thank you for listening to Perspective. If you like this episode, please share and subscribe. See you next week. फिर मिलेंगे.